Welcome back, guys, to Metaphor Refantazio, where last episode we explored Grand Trad after the events within the cathedral, talking to the locals reeling in the aftermath, as well as picking up a bounty within the deserts. With our allies also able to be met to increase our bond with them, we chatted with Strohl, who wanted to do right by his people and find them homes, before we then cooked to end the day, with Hulkenberg next to talk to.
Evidently.
A group of corpses was discovered in the Tradia Desert. Travelers aiming for the royal capital, it seems.
You're right.
There's certainly a lot of monsters out there. How tragic for them to meet their end so close to their destination.
Exactly.
We received a request at the recruitment center, did we not? Should we slay the monsters ourselves? I mean, I kind of want to do bonds first.
Well then.
That reminds me.
I have the supporters. There is, of course, someone.
Say there.
But it's not Strohl. Strohl is here.
That reminds me. Really?
No one who needs a helping hand right now.
Oi!
Have you heard? The military is taking credit for the Zorba incident. Admittedly, if they hadn't, what's left of their honor would be in tatters, and it's not as though we did it for the glory.
Say there.
Alright then.
Alright, the shops are having a good time. Yes. Right, before I do the bond then, let's go visit the shops.
Let's go.
Hello there.
Take a look around. My prices are lower on Idol's Day. What are we talking lower? 20% lower. Oh, do I buy that? It does look pretty decent, and it will help me out on the other quest. I'd have to sell some stuff. Does selling mean less?
Now then.
Hang on, Ivory, oh, the cooling staff is good. Yeah. Sell this Acacia rod.
Now then.
Yeah, gifts a sub yet again. Crazy. 1,400 gifted subs in the channel. Thank you so much, Blimmin' hell. Blimmin' hell. Let's change off the Bastard Sword. Let's sell 2 of them.
Now then.
Iron Lance, Silver Lance. Is the Iron Lance the one I bought by any chance? That would be somewhat upsetting.
Now then.
Well, it gives me enough to buy that weapon. And that's going to be me for money, isn't it? Quite a while. I'll buy the best weapon they've got. I literally did that.
Hey, listen.
I don't know if there's a better armor to buy, but I don't feel like my armor's terrible currently.
This is on sale right now.
Idol's Day. What a week it's been, huh? I'll give discounts today. Now's a good time to buy. Yeah, you just sell normal stuff. Oh, no. Noble Tuxedo. All stats +1. 200 defense. That would have been really good as well. To be honest, I'm looking at that and going, maybe I should have gone for the defense. Maybe, just maybe.
Alright then.
What do you sell that's so good? I don't want to go to any of these places. I want to... They put me there. So good that it needs a discount.
No.
What were the gods doing?
Got a special running today.
What is particularly cheap today? It's Idol's Day after all. They would be good, but they're incredibly limited. And I don't know what I could really sell that would work in my favor in that way. I do have an extra Cinder Igniter.
Cheers.
Well, stop that at once, not buying stuff. I'm sorry about that. Right, let's go to Hulkenberg it is. I hear a voice. Perhaps I should discuss this with him. Hulkenberg comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. We should talk. Didn't look like there was anything else out in town when we looked around everywhere. No extra exclamation mark.
Ah, 'tis you.
I know there's little left to do, but wait. Yet that has me more restless than anything.
Hail.
Oh, that's right. Have you a moment to talk? Sure.
The truth is...
Lately, I have felt a great pressure weighing on me. It's made it difficult to stay level-headed. I hope I might have your counsel. It must be dealt with swiftly, lest it affect my performance in battle. How would you cope with such burdens if you were me? If I were you, I'd get some exercise. If you were me, I'd read a book. Judging by the characterizations.
I see.
Not enough. Unless occupied with your exertions, your mind is cleared of distraction. Now about it. Would you like to train in sword play with me? Oh no. Sure. I can get slashed to crap. In that case, we shall need some training swords. To the weapon shop with us.
All right.
A fine balanced weapon, no. 'Tis for training only, but you'd never know it from the grip and swing. 'Tis most nostalgic. I once trained with that blade when I had just become a Royal Guardswoman myself. 'Twas not long after joining that I was assigned to the Prince's retinue, so I was desperate to improve. I was younger even then than you are now, and notably unskilled. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch, join a comrade of mine in the dark, and spar with him until our hands were calloused and blistered.
Certainly.
Some bouts I won, some I lost, yet despite all the times we crossed blades, we never did see who was better. Sounds like a worthy opponent.
Well,
Nothing less. It was thanks to him that I improved by leaps and bounds. We swore we'd become royal knights worthy of the title and rise to the heights of the order. We'd be champions.
surely you jest.
God above, Hulkenberg, is it truly you? Oh, what's that guy outside the thing? So it is you. You've returned. Rodamph is your name. What a coincidence. I was just speaking of a comrade and rival. This is the self-same man. And who's this pup? 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 Oh, I want to say a friend because that might be working
Nice
better.
to meet you.
I'm Will, a friend of hers. Oh, it didn't work. You associate with this boy. Disgraceful. What do you mean? I mean, I'm taken aback. You indulge the company of this Eldar brat. You, once a proud member of the knighthood. Why does that strike you so?
Absurd.
I suppose like attracts like. The dirt suits a fallen knight.
You.
What? Oh, calm yourself, Hulkenberg. The commander of the Royal Knights is well within his bounds to judge your failures.
What?
Commander? You mean yourself?
Yes.
While you wandered as a vagrant, I earned both our share of honors. So I see.
And?
And you? Clearly you've already given up on pulling yourself any higher. What has occupied you instead? I pursue a mission, one that far outweighs any glory found in the Order.
Whoops.
Of course, when you couldn't save the prince, any dignity you'd had as a royal guard was well and duly snuffed, wasn't it? I suppose you had little choice but to cling to your search for his shadow. How dare! Choose your words with care! No need, I had nothing more to say. You disappoint me, Hulkenberg.
Sorry.
My apologies, I'm sorry you had to see that. Are you okay? I don't know if I should ask that. What a scumbag. Seems like a real scumbag. He once spoke with more kindness than scorn. I do understand his anger. 'Twas by my choice that our promised paths diverged after all. But we cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Will, let us fight onward in the name of His Royal Highness. That is the path I walk now. I can sense Hulkenberg's earnest faith and deep trust, and that I'm probably getting these prompts very wrong. I need more time to judge their personalities.
Luxury of regret.
Reduces the mag cost of studying the knight lineage, and Hulkenberg may defend the protagonist from an attack on his weakness. That's pretty cool. Unless we share weaknesses.
Pardon me.
I'm begging your pardon, but how do you know that fellow... How do you know that fellow who just left? Merely an old friend. You don't say. Well, see you around. Ooh, that's problematic.
Very well.
Let's leave our training for another time.
Yes.
100 drills or 1,000 swings. 'Twill take an unsparing regiment, indeed, to purge this distraction. Hulkenberg and I return to the others. Yeah, not much there. Oh, it's bad weather. Back to the Hush Honeybee.
What is it? Amazing.
This means I can
All right then.
trade my mag for good stuff,
You
right?
heard this?
Yeah, the magic shop that's only open at night has discounts going on Other's Day. You got time, why not stop by? I'm more familiar with the city than you, so feel free to ask me anything.
Hey there. That reminds me.
It is piddling. There's no one for me to talk to.
Rain.
Rain.
God, I am
Poor oi, Elder. Yeah, all that Grand Cathedral shots is cleared up now. Not really sure what's cleared up or how, though. The state army couldn't handle it in the first place. Well, as long as someone dealt with it. Anyone who could protect this country I'm fine with. Even Louise, if I'm honest. That's the long and short of it. He has the military means to protect people. So people are going to fall for that.
Come at a good time.
Weather's awful sad, but the Magler is good on days like this, so the exchange rate's better than usual. You in? Now, what are we talking about better? Times 5? Just saying, like... We could buy that armor as well. Or we could buy one of the accessories. I'm scrolling through the list. Or we could use it to level us up. It's like one of them, isn't it? I could trade 8,000 for the 40k we need. Oh, I just did it. I kept pressing buttons.
Hey, listen.
So it's 2 normally, but 5 on a day like this. That's quite a lot.
This is on sale right now.
For some reason, I'm going to buy this stupid armor, which may not be all that great, really. But we're going to do it, for I am but a fool. And want the fancy items. And we'll give the noble tuxedo to the noble. All stats +1. I don't know if I need any more money. I mean, I guess the accessories in the thingy shop would have been probably better. But to be totally honest. Oh, I could even trade and buy the MP things. Now that I think about it. So I need like 800 cash for one of them. Which comes to 2,400 total, doesn't it? I've still got 7,100 of it left.
Hey, listen. That wasn't quite enough. This is the pit.
Hopefully my sword doesn't rust while I'm surfing around on it. But to be honest, maybe spending a little bit of money now
But what?
saves us farming some enemies in the future. There are far fewer guards here these days. Before you know it, that human corpse will be gone too. Don't know what happened, but damn, am I grateful. Our business will pick up, I'm sure. Only a bit.
What would the gods joy?
Definitely different guys here. Oh, Louise is the real ace, isn't he? What an amazing stunt he pulled off the cathedral, eh? But what if he comes after our place next? Nah, he won't do that. Louise is on our side, mate.
Got a special running.
Yeah, I know you've got a special. That's why I'm going to buy your fruit cordials. Truly leave me out of cash money.
What races?
The Grand Cathedral, why?
Stop that.
I think everyone else I've spoken to here.
You're not serious.
So mostly everything else is done. Right, well, royal virtues wise for tonight. Do I cook again? We've just a little bit past halfway. Or do I talk to that man? I do want to learn a bit more in the way of history.
Look at that.
What you need?
I feel like I should talk to the guy and then we'll find out exactly what the difference is between the two things for tolerance. What do I want to raise after that?
That will be quite enough. Stop that at once.
This is giving me less. I'll be very sad. Inefficient! The people will shout at me. I'll never have the throne like this. Oh, I've actually reached the end of my save points. You only have 16. I wonder what they've decided upon that number.
Oh, I am grateful. Oh,
Greetings, Elder Boy. We don't see many of your tribe in the royal capital, though. We're similar in that way. Have you heard of the Mastari tribe? We are too rarely seen in Grand Trad. I have.
However.
So you've met other Mastari before, but I doubt you know everything about us, yes? So then, any interest in our history? In why we live our lives secluded and oppressed? I'll share if you'd like to know. Mastari history. Learning more about them may help us better support those in need, right? So this is tolerance for understanding different cultures and points of view.
pleased to hear it.
Glad to hear it. Let's go elsewhere to chat, shall we?
Well then.
Our tribe is called the Mastari. Perhaps the most obvious part of our culture is that we wear masks, just like the one I have on right now. Next thing you'll notice, we will have 3 eyes. Okay. 3 eyes? And that goes for every Mastari. What I'd like to see for you all. Our third eye cannot see things. We see the world almost exactly as you do. However, the Mastari faith is vastly different from that of other tribes. We have our own unique faith, different from the state religion, Sanctism. Is it restricted to the Mastari tribe? Probably not.
About that.
Do only Mastari practice this belief? That's correct. Normally we cannot reveal our teachings to other tribes. Sanctism is a belief open to all. Perhaps that is why, at times, politics get involved and distort its doctrine. For that reason, we have refrained from revealing our faith to everyone. It's our only means of keeping our doctrine the way it should be. That doesn't sound like the best solution, but I'm guessing it's complicated. Some try to spread our teachings outside the island, but things quickly grow complex and one must tread carefully. Other tribes have a tendency to jump to conclusions. That is why Sanctism has gathered many believers. Now we are scorned as the masked tribe. That is who we are, forever etched in our history. Alright, we've learnt more about the Mastari way of life.
Alright.
2! No! It was less.
Pleased to hear it.
It may be worth telling you more. Next time I'll tell you about our basic doctrine if the chance comes. Hearing all that was intriguing. It's about time I head back to the inn. Inefficient.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
But law, yes. Something's happening?
Well then.
Maybe not. I hear a voice. Perhaps I should discuss this with him. More bond with you? I want to go and do a quest, buddy. Well, I don't mind, I guess. What will that level up to? The party can now study the Sword Master. Might need that. Because he's not getting far from maxing the ranks on that, isn't he? Not at all.
Alright then. Let's go.
I wonder if I'm going to run out of days to do this. To be honest, there's no deadline.
Now, how did I wind up here?
I can go up with you again already.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. So I'm in a bit of a bind. This regards Lord Hydron, that landowner in Grand Trad my family's old caretaker mentioned the other day. Rumors say he's clever and not in a good way. I'm lost about how to approach him. I'll go with you.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Just having you by my side would be reassuring. He's a devout Sanctist, so we should look for him near the Grand Cathedral. I was told Lord Hydron comes here often. Right on cue. If I'm not mistaken, you're the young Lord Strohl, are you not? It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Hydron, but how do you know me? Every soul in the kingdom hasn't heard at least rumors of Halia's tragedy. Perhaps you've come to reflect and pray.
No.
No, I came to see you, actually. I understand full well that this request may seem unreasonable, but
Truth is,
I've come to beg the use of some of the vacant domiciles in the capital. As you know, my countrymen who fled Halia reside here, sleeping on the streets. Without roofs over their heads, they barely scrape by, and so I implore you, please consider offering your support to these fine people.
No.
Are you implying I should do this as some manner of charity? Am I to be compensated in any way? Odd that you would petition me on their behalf to begin with. It's not as though they are still your responsibility. Besides, is poverty not an individual's onus to bear? They were attacked and forced to flee their homes. You would still hold them responsible for their lack of means?
Yes.
So fate was cruel to them, and they could not rise above it. Should they not hold themselves to higher standards? I'm afraid I'm under no obligation here. Besides, what of your own circumstances? With your parents and land gone, you have little else to anchor you. Consider restoring the glory of your house before you worry about the rabble. You're right about one thing. I was a fool to ask for your aid. I don't know what to say. What about your people? He's not giving up, obviously.
What?
About everyone from back home.
Obviously.
Don't worry, I won't abandon my people. Incidentally, don't I know your compatriot from somewhere? You needn't worry about him. Besides, I must apologize for taking up your precious time today. Before I go, I would have you know that those refugees are my people. No matter your stance on it, I will do everything in my power to save them.
Worry not.
My good lad, I'm sure I must come across rather harshly, but it's not as though I have no sympathy for you. Abandoned by your parents, shunned by your relations, you were left to the harsh truths of the royal capital too young. It's a pity. You have terrible phrasing. Yet you won't help him, despite saying all that.
Hang on.
Then maybe you should help him.
Stop.
Let's not let our tempers get the best of us. This isn't over yet.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Rangif. I wasn't able to persuade Lord Hydrant to offer assistance. It was always going to be a tall order, but he tossed it aside, calling it personal responsibility, and that I couldn't abide.
No.
Please don't apologize. That you went to such efforts is more than we could ask for.
Yes.
Besides, you needn't worry about us, young master. Your focus should rest on rebuilding your great house.
Yes.
House Heliatus must arise again from the ruin that human wrought, restore it to its former glory, or I should hope to greater heights still. I'd heard you'd been living off the generosity of the noble families who respected your lord parents. To be brought so low can't have been easy for you. Your people only wish to see your house flourish once again. Of your inheritance, you should...
Wait.
Excuse my interruption, but did you just say inheritance? When the village was destroyed, I don't recall any mention of one. So you weren't aware of it. I suspected as much, given our conversation the other day. Your father would have kept it separate from the estate. Of this I have no doubt, though I couldn't begin to say how or where.
Taking that into account.
Interesting. What if there are any clues left? I'm sure they would all point to Halia. Well, let's go investigate.
Well, then.
Sounds like an investigation is in order.
Yeah.
Perhaps, though I doubt anything survived the fire.
Hey, so.
Regardless, I'll make the journey back home on my own, alright? I'll not burden you with a wild goose chase. Nope, we do this together.
No.
But I sincerely doubt we'll find anything in that rubble.
Thank you.
But listen, thank you for today. I would have lost it if you hadn't been here to keep me calm. I've avoided this for too long. It's time to face the ruins of my home head on. Might I ask for your help yet again? I'm not sure I could take another step without you at my side. I can sense Strohl's deep-seated trust and burgeoning resolve. The proud noble Strohl, keeper and inheritor of the warrior's virtues. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection. By their strength, fulfill thy destiny.
Of
Right.
course I'd like you to come, but
Our first rank 3 allows us to study the Swordmaster. Our first upgraded one. I do hope you'll find the inheritance your parents left you. All they'd hoped for was that you would come into your own with a worthy house. They'd be so proud of how wise beyond your years you've become, your father especially. You're just like him in that respect. I'm not worthy to share mention of my father. Whatever the case, I intend to honor their wishes. Pray await my return. Strohl and I return to the others. Back to the Hushed Honeybee we are.
What is it?
Alright, let's check that out.
What now?
To talk gave us something new. An archetype. That of course will be first for Strohl. Over anyone else. 7,200 mag needed and warrior rank 20. So getting the warrior up to rank 20 is the right call. He looks cool with the shield on it and all. Very armored. Deals weak physical slash damage to all enemies. So we start getting AoE attacks. The magic goes down further by the look of it. It's weak to wind and resists fire. We'll have increased evasion against slash attacks. Medium physical slash damage to all enemies. Heavy physical slash damage to all enemies. And increases basic attacks power by 50%. At rank 20. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good indeed. Phantom Sword Swarm. Deals medium physical slash damage 4 to 6 times to one enemy. If there's a killing blow, adds 1 turn icon. There's a decrease attack Vorpal Blade with Gunner, Faker, or Summoner lineages. And Pillar Stonecleaver, severe physical, is with a first ally Warrior Thief or Mass Dancer, and second ally Warrior Brawler or Berserker. Let's keep going to level 20 then by the look of it. I'm assuming it will use the same equipment. But that's a pretty cool unlock. So, do we continue trying to raise tolerance further or not? I'm wondering how much it will take to get some of the others like eloquence or imagination up at this juncture.
All right then.
We've got only
That reminds
5 daytimes left. No supporters to talk to right now. I'm going to cook again.
Yeah.
It seems like the most of a stat I'm getting in one go. Three over 2. But then I really have to try out the other things.
You're a big help.
I appreciate the help. Now let's get you into the kitchen, shall we?
Next up is
Are we doing the fish again?
then
Oh, okay. Well, the next thing we need to prepare is the cockatoo woolly cloud omelette. The eggs in this dish are supposed to have a fluffy looking texture. How do we do that? You definitely need to whisk it. Use less oil. I'd imagine you cook it on a low heat. Cockatoo woolly cloud omelette. I mean, you would definitely beat the egg to make it fluffy, right? I guess it's cook it on a low heat.
Let's try this.
We need to cook it over a low heat.
whoa.
Oh, so we let the residual heat slowly finish the eggs. Gotcha. Time to get started. Danica and I poured our hearts into the preparation. Hopefully it's good. Technique using low heat allowed the eggs to develop a soft and airy texture. Let's serve it to the customer.
Nice job.
The customer wolfed down the whole plate. They're surprisingly good at this, Will. Looks like I did a good job helping out. I feel that my tolerance improved. I mean, to be honest, it's probably only 3 because I get that prompt right. Yay! We are open-minded. That's our second 1 to 2. What do we work on next?
Tolerance.
It is one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up a mantle of benevolence, which shall spur thee to aid thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Wonder if I was just about there. I continued to help out as the night went on.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Right, were those flowery looking things always there?
Hey,
There's plenty of rumors surrounding a strong monster stalking the Tradia Desert. Everyone in town is talking about it. The army's become negligent, even with all that's happened. They still won't dispatch soldiers. Have we heard this? Since all this began, the army has lacked in manpower, and the recent turmoil has only exacerbated their troubles. At the very least, they put out a bounty on the beast. Seems we should just slay it ourselves and be done with it. Yes, well, everyone keeps having them bonds.
Well then.
It looks like the same is not true, however. Everyone's not having them bonds.
The truth is.
I'm checking to see if my contacts in the guard have any threads on Luis to pursue. Vexing though it is, we've naught to do but wait for word. Why don't we take up a bounty, perhaps? Make a little extra money for our journey. I think that is the order of today, then. Tradia Desert it is.
Now, where was I?
I do wonder if anything's going on in academia now that we beat our first boss, but I think it's time to go out there.
Would you look at this?
I sense the power of a new archetype. Do come and speak to me should you want to study it. Kitty needs a stroke.
Here, kitty.
If we didn't stroke the cat, we'd be bad.
Ah, how good of you to come.
Simply put. So there's nothing else to really do at this point in time. In here. Magic formula apparently written by the king. It's entitled The Royal Magic, but it's written in a language I can't read. At the end of the document is the word Olizandri. According to Moore, it's a person's
It's
name.
conceivable.
Alright, doesn't seem like there's anything new there.
Adieu.
So nothing moved on in academia while we were doing stuff.
Oh. You'll come again, won't you?
So it really is go out there now. Hey, hey! Back to battling after a bit of stuff. Now, the real question is, it looks like it's different locations entirely we need to go to. So it's not like Mementos, where we want to gather things up.
Left me, I believe.
Give it a fold, I say.
All right then.
Just our normal daily activities. Not much else.
What now?
Drop a save again. And let's get battling. I mean, I'm level 17. That feels like I've gained quite a lot lately. Don't know how strong the stuff in the desert is, but we'll find out, won't we?
Come off it. Hey,
There's only desert outside that gate. If you really want to go out there, let's at least know where we're going. I want to go to Tradia Desert.
yep.
Okay, fine, let's go. Can you believe a wasteland this wild has been so close to Grand Trad all this time? Makes for easier bounty hunting, I suppose. We should attempt to reduce the number of monsters here for the sake of the travelers that pass through this area. All set then. I'm ready when you are.
However,
I cannot overlook the fact that there are bandits here as well as monsters. Keeping this desert safe gives me quite the headache. In any case, exterminating a few more monsters could prevent tragedy. Fewer travelers would be attacked. I am prepared and at the ready for your command. Excuse me, Mort.
This place.
It's going to be full of monsters past here. This is where you want to explore today? This is where I need to go, right?
Got it.
This is where I need to go, right? Why do you give me second thoughts? Tradia Desert. It's immune to fire and weak to ice. And I want to counteract poison as well. Oh, we've not managed to do that. Killing its wild dog underlings should lure it out. Recommended Mage Knight healer. Wild dog underlings I have to kill. I haven't got anything to counter the poison.
Place.
That could be my foolishness.
Let's go.
We'll see. Monsters seem to be on the rise, even this close to the capital. Doesn't take long to feel you're really in the wild.
yes.
In present times, let's make the capital a popular travel destination. We cannot stand idly by. This bounty apparently leads a pack of wild dogs, but it's something called a mandula. What's that?
Just a sec.
Wait, was that monster just now? Did it approach because it sensed us?
So apparently.
Looks like it checked up on us and then ran back.
Well then.
Let's just focus on the smaller curs. Can't ignore us forever.
Yes.
So you aim to lure it out? As good a plan as any, so let us be about it. Dugga-dugga-dum. Making bounty targets appear. Some bounty targets require a number of enemies to be killed before you can fight the main target. Once you defeat the required number of enemies, the bounty will appear. Make sure you prepare for the real battle to begin. Sure, let me have a look around. So it's these groups of targets, and looking around ain't that easy. I want to fight a worm.
We got. Oh, I think us.
Level 11 after all.
Hey, good one.
Well, we just killed them.
I shall strive to
They're only level 11.
wisely.
Only one shot them if we run straight at them.
There. Looks like they found us. They saw us. On your toes, everyone.
Hey, good one.
I see we're going to be grinding here.
We cannot avoid this fight. Stand ready.
We could totally avoid this fight.
I can feel the power coursing through me.
I'm just worried about anything that might be a bit stronger than we expect.
Let's push through.
Very impressive.
So keep an eye out, just in
There are
case something
enemies
new
around.
appears.
Watch your step. We got
The birds were danger,
Looks like they
and then they just undangered instantly.
That might be of use later.
This is some good experience. Just running around and killing people.